Yeah. It's a Birdie Boy Murdoch coming at you once again for a college tailgate Saturday, week one. It's official. We're here to give you what you want and what you need. As always, got Super Dave, the super dope producer, broadcasting out of Arizona, and my sidekick forever, the spectacular Big E. What it is, y'all?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
It's good, fellas. It's
Okay,
good.
okay, yeah, man. Then we're gonna get right into it, man. Gonna pick up on Thursday with the Oklahoma State against Central Michigan. They covered that. They covered the over at halftime with Oklahoma State 58, Central Michigan 44. Daniel Richardson went 36, 49, 424 yards for Central Michigan. Everybody was hooping and hollering about Oklahoma State, but that guy put up. They still put up some big numbers and yards, and still put up 44 points. So for the future, anybody looking Oklahoma State, you might want to look at they ain't got no defense. They put up a lot of points, but still no defense. But on the other note, Spencer Sanders went 24 for 48, 406 yards and four touchdowns. So that's a good note starting off for them. Starting that kicked off on Thursday, and followed. Then we're gonna follow by another 17 team. Pittsburgh beat West Virginia 38-31. That point spread went over 50 and a half. And JT Daniels, that name might sound familiar because that's the transfer from Georgia. He went 23 for 40 with 214 yards and two touchdowns. So that's Pitt 38, West Virginia 31. So JT Daniels found him a home. He still looked like JT Daniels, but he's a starter and he found him a home. Yeah, look
Hey,
decent.
hey,
Got
hey, I will say though, man, I will say, JT Daniels, it looked like they had the game in the bag, man, until that last drive. West Virginia was getting ready to go up until they threw that interception, man. Turned it for pick six, and that's what sealed the deal.
yeah. The pick six still a lot of deals, man. You just can't throw it. Just can't have that. You lose it another way, but you can't lose it like that. It just
Yeah.
it just it
So,
just it,
and in my opinion, man, the quarterback, man, for Pitt, man, outplayed JT Daniels. JT Daniels is pretty mediocre, so I don't know what y'all say to that. The running back for West Virginia on JT Daniels' team, he got off though. I think he ran for 100 and I forgot his exact numbers, but he got off on that game. He averaged like 13 yards a carry, I think.
but that's why JT Daniels transferred out of Georgia because he was JT Daniels. So but yeah, it's a good transfer for him though. He's playing. Even though he lost, but he won't be playing for long. He'll be back on the bench playing like that, mediocre, like that in crucial situations.
Oh,
He'll be back on the bench, but he can't have that.
yeah, but
But
correction, that running back, man, he had 7 carries for 125 yards, 18 yards a carry. So I was wrong. Yeah,
18, yeah, oh yeah, just
yeah.
that's put up a bit.
Yeah, JT
Yeah,
Daniels is 23 for 40, man, 214 yards,
14, yeah, two
two
touchdowns,
touchdowns, and one
and that
interception.
and
Was the
that
costly
costly
one of the game.
yeah, costly interception. That costly. And no, we also had with it, West Michigan and Michigan State. You also on that thing. They Michigan State 35, West Michigan 13, and Michigan State they covered the 21 and a half. And Peyton Thorne went 12 for 24, 233 yards. So Michigan State held it down, and they covered. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess that'll be.
You know anything about the coach they got? It seemed like he might be. I think I heard an interview or so about him or whatever that things might be looking up for Michigan State. I know that running back, man.
Man,
He sealed the deal. He's a transfer from Wisconsin, man. He sealed the deal for him on that last
Wisconsin
drive.
Wisconsin let a running back get out of there.
Yeah, man, they suspended or yeah, they kicked him
Yeah,
out of the
'cause
program.
that's running back you. Wisconsin, that's all they get. That's all they do is produce running backs down there. From Melvin Gordon to LeRon Dane, them boys on they get that. I'm surprised they let them running back get from down there.
Uh,
But
that's that, man.
yeah. But what about how about the games today with the noon games?
Oh yeah, NC State got in the dog fight they shouldn't have. You know, actually,
You know what I say?
Oh man, that man, so you is you say NC State, you ready to jump on the man by North Carolina. That's what you ready to do. We ain't gonna let wait, we ain't gonna let him off the hook,
Period.
man, cause he the produce. We ain't gonna let him off the hook cause he a producer, man. So we gonna let him have it. I ain't know that. I thought basketball season was back. North Carolina 63, Appalachian State 61. I looked up. I thought it's an exhibition basketball game on the summer. I had to look at it again.
right.
Yeah, man, that's right. I didn't know what was going on right there. I didn't know what was going on. 63, 61, man, Appalachian State. But believe it or not, they had North Carolina was +3 in that game. They had Appalachian State predicted to win that game, but I know they had no idea it was going to get to that level. But
Hey,
Drake
I'm gonna
May
tell
20,
y'all
but
something.
20, but Drake May 24, 34, 24, 34, 352, 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be
I
a good
told
UNC
game
you.
this
told
year.
who?
That Michigan State and Michigan.
See what?
Man, Michigan.
When we talking
Uh,
about Carolina, well, we get on that.
yeah, he
We
told
talking
them.
about
Yeah, he
That's
said.
what
Carolina.
where he was when y'all were asking about they
Oh, the
coach and
coaches.
stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to read a
Oh,
little something on the coach, and then I'm listening to y'all
okay.
describe how the game went. So it seems like them boys might have themselves together. You know, when them boys have themselves together, what type of chaos they cause.
Yeah, they don't get blowed out of games. That's one thing. But they all been that thing for years. They got good ball control and good discipline down in Michigan State always have. They don't too much get blowed out of games. But I don't think, man, the way Michigan today run like a prime ball machine. They beat Colorado State 51-7. Played three different quarterbacks. Played three different quarterbacks until a total yards of 440 and covered the 30 and a half and went over the 50 and a half. So that game they had that man. So them boys was and they beat in the big house. So them boys don't lose in the big house. They didn't lose a game in the big house last year and picked up on it today. They
Yeah.
just don't they just don't lose in the big house. So I don't think Michigan State ready for for Jim Harbaugh and them boys. That boy playing that man down playing three different quarterbacks. He still ain't got who he want to start down there. So that could
Yeah.
be something to look at. It depends on what's going on. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
today them boy was primed and ready, and all three quarterbacks
hmm
showed like they can be the starter. So so
Big
so
Ten might do something this year, huh?
yeah, the Big
With
Ten,
Ohio
Big Ten,
State thumping like that.
yeah, with C.J. Stroud and them boys, they ready. They primed and ready. But they got to see what they gonna win. That's another game. Got to see what they gonna look like today. Everybody that gonna be prime time TV. Everybody gonna be wanting to see what
Yeah,
they
don't wait
looking
for
at,
that
man.
game.
And I told you they got C.J. Stroud, Marvin Harrison Jr. to throw it to. That boy Trey Young, Henderson running that ball. But I got to
Boy,
see
that
about
shit
that
go
that that
down.
defense. Don't that defense in Zach Harrison, nose tackle
Yeah.
senior coming back. Trayvon Vincent, they gonna be they gonna be. We're gonna really see Notre Dame 7:30 tonight. We're gonna see they're gonna be the test because they're gonna be the test of the year to
I
see what's
told
going
you.
on right then. Because
I
after that
told you.
because after that they got Arkansas State, Toledo, and Wisconsin and Rutgers.
Yeah.
They don't play back Michigan at Michigan State to mid season. So this right here could be a going on test. But because they played Michigan the last game of the year. So by the
Mm-mm.
week
They
six
play
when
Ohio
Virginia
State
was
the last game.
no
They played
Ohio State.
Michigan.
I'm saying no.
That
Speaking
was
of
the week
Ohio State,
before.
no.
Huh?
Speaking of Ohio State, they playing Michigan the last game
Oh
of the year.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
Ooh,
saying.
and
But they
then
don't
is
get
at
a.
Michigan this year. And
Yeah,
then
in
is at
No,
Michigan this year.
no, it's in Columbus, Ohio. It's in Columbus.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's in
It, no, it's
Ohio.
not.
Huh?
Yeah, No, it's Ohio. It's Ohio. It's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio this year.
Yeah,
They
it's in
they
Ohio.
they
It's in
they
Ohio.
championship game.
It's always in Ohio, but it's in Columbus. I'm saying it's in Columbus. They playing it. They playing at Ohio State. But I'm saying they don't get another true test besides today. They don't get another true test until midway through the season, and that's Michigan State. You got to see what they're gonna be looking like. But I'm saying that's what. But everybody want the eyes gonna be on the night at 7:30 to see exactly what you know. What I'm saying C.J. Stroud because he the Heisman hope for this. The Heisman hope for this year. They got the receivers to get them to him and the running back, and they got a defense. They got a defensive end. They got a defensive presence. So it's a lot of people gonna be looking to see what their bodies they gonna be in is one of the teams gonna be in the playoff because we know other teams pretty much like Clemson and all them got it. That's what everybody want to see. Alabama ain't got no test till week. You know what I'm saying next week if they call it a test in Texas, but like they play Utah
I
State, so
mean,
that ain't gonna be
that's a
no.
good showing though. I mean, it's still a powerhouse team. You know, they ain't got their shit together, but you can still learn some shit by watching them play them though.
Oh yeah, you can see, yeah. But like I said, you just can't look up. You just can't look up and be in a dog fight with a team like we just said about I said
Yeah,
about North
yeah,
Carolina last. Like I
exactly.
said about North Carolina last week, and look up they in a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? You go
Yeah.
on play score for score with Appalachian State. You just can't. You can't.
Oh,
You
you
can't.
know,
You can't. You
no,
can.
now I'm gonna say this. You know, I don't like that old whatever team they were talking y'all talking about, but that Appalachian State. You know them the boys that beat Michigan that time. They always sneak around beat
Man,
somebody good.
yeah, that was 20 years ago though. You can't.
See,
But that what
see,
they.
that's
But if they would
different.
have, if they would have beat North Carolina, that wouldn't have been no real shocker. Cause like I said,
All right.
they was already.
Yeah. But that,
Yeah.
yes, so exactly, it wouldn't be no
Hey, the
real shocker
shade in this
for them to
room,
beat them
man.
like that.
The
So they
shade,
can
man.
in
Talk
their
about the
history
shade.
if
Hey,
they
Super
jump
Dave.
around and beat somebody good, and then that shouldn't be nothing. Then they might get don't take that. They
Hey,
can't
Super
even come
Dave.
back.
Hey, Super Dave say he feel the shade over there. You know what I'm saying? He feel the shade. But it is what it is. They can't beat Matt Brown, man. They got an offensive coordinator and Gene Tigney as their defensive coach, man. You can't. Y'all gotta shake that up, man. You gotta do North Carolina, but they
Yeah.
can't. But they already showed they showed us early last week and this week who they is. So we might well put an eraser by them at the ACC because
You ain't
it's
lying, man.
gonna
I
go
gotta
down to
be honest with
Clemson.
myself, but I'm still gonna rock the Tar Heels. Look, man.
Yeah, that's
Tar Heel
a
born,
single man.
Tar Heel born, Tar Heel bred. When I die, I'll be Tar Heel dead. You heard what I
Okay,
said.
And
okay, all
then
right. Well, well,
Mr. Sports take me out.
the rhyme sound good. The rhyme sound good.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
That's a Carolina cliche, man.
Yeah, the new game, and another game that they can't jumped off it already. In Georgia, we are supposed to speak about Oregon, the transfer from Auburn, Bo Picks, or should I call him something? Because right in the red zone, he throw the interception, and Georgia up already 21-3, and the favor by
What you told
17.
me? We're gonna see a different bow mix. We said we're gonna see a
I
different bow mix. I said no, it's gonna
I
be the same bow mix.
I sound like Bo Nix in that Oregon offense better than like it's been the Auburn offense. But it's still
I
true though.
said it's gonna be the
He still
same
throw.
thing.
He still he make bad
Yeah.
decisions. He make bad
Bad
decisions.
decisions.
But Georgia looking
Bad
like they
decisions.
still.
What's his problem? Just straight up. Let me say he makes bad decisions, and he cannot throw that good as he think he can on the run. He not. Sometimes he make terrible throws, but he got the heart. You see, he got the heart because he keep fighting. He keep fighting. You know what I'm saying?
He got the
But
determination, but he can't
yeah,
keep making decisions like that. But Georgia look
yeah,
like Georgia look like a
yeah,
well-oiled machine.
touching
Like they
some
picked up
people. Yeah.
Georgia like they picked up right off they left off last year. Yep, they looking good on defense. That defense looking stout, and that offense looking good. So Georgia looking like they definitely gonna be making some. Huh? Say again? It's 21-3, 21-3. You
Oh,
know what I'm
that's
saying? But
close.
it's 21-3 second quarter. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then they got in Georgia marching now, but so we're looking to see what Oregon was gonna look like under the new coach, and the coach actually came from Georgia. One is assistants, so we was trying to see what they was gonna look like, but more it's more who Georgia showing who they still are.
Hey, you
So
know
yeah,
what?
so
I'm glad you told me that. So now I can goddamn look at their ass and see what that team tried to expose on them since they know Georgia so well. You know what I'm saying?
they
But
know him, but
they,
they ain't exposed. That for right now he must ain't learned. He
what did they
must ain't learned
try
what
to
they
do? I'm
supposed.
saying, what was they trying to do that well it didn't work, but could you see his game plan where he was gonna try to go at them?
Yeah, he was trying
Is
to
it
do a hurry up, trying to do the hurry up offense, keep them. Same thing, pulled it like what a Nick Saban did that first game, try to hurry up and keep the players out there, keep them switching out. But them
uh,
boys conditioned now. Them boys is on. They ain't going up against Georgia.
yeah,
Them boys on it. Them boys
yeah,
on it right now. So
yeah, yeah.
they on it. And speaking of teams now that Auburn playing Mercer, so do we expect them to be in a dog fight, or do we expect should we look up and see Auburn in a dog fight at 6 p.m. today, or do we should expect them to take care of Mercer, or are they gonna be in a lot of trouble? You got your T.J. Finley.
Listen,
He
man,
should be ready to
I'm gonna
go. You got Tank Bigsby. Okay, and what you gonna do?
matter of fact, keep that. You just said that name. Now keep on, go. You doing it for me? Say that shit again. Let me hear that again one more time. Come on.
I said, should we look up and see them in a dog fight? Because it's very
Not
possible.
that
Because
part.
Auburn
Not
has
that
showed that
part.
before.
Not that part.
And I'm saying, you say repeat what you said. I'm gonna say what I said. That look up and they're in a dog fight because that'll be Auburn style. I said, but they shouldn't be. But they should be.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying you got T.J. Finley in company. So I'm saying what they gonna do. I'm asking you what
Oh,
they gonna
so
do.
now
I'm
you
asking
just gonna say
Auburn.
Finley and Company.
The,
Come on, go on, get deep with it. Say it. Go on, say
I'm saying,
it.
I'm
Oh,
saying,
look.
I'm saying, you as the Auburn,
It
the
40
Auburn
something,
spokesperson.
40 some 6 the first half.
Okay, well, that what they supposed to be. They playing Mercer. That what they, but okay, just say they take care. Just say they took care of business. But don't get on here talking like they all world because they beat Mercer. That what they supposed to. They just say they take care of business. That what they supposed to do. That what they supposed to do to a team like Mercer.
I know
They
what they
don't
supposed to
come.
do to
They
a
don't
team
got
like
like
that.
that.
So
Don't
why
they
would you
don't.
even insult me? Why would you even insult me to even bring that up? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm just saying.
That's
'Cause
an
I done seen
insult.
before. I looked up on my TV before and seen them in a dog fight with
Yeah. It was
HBCU.
Florida though. If it was Florida, man, what Florida doing?
Oh, we
Who
ready.
they
We
play
ready. We
today?
prime. We
They
prime
from
trying to
Utah
ready.
or something?
Yeah, we play. Yeah,
Don't y'all
we
play
play. We actually
Utah?
playing. Yeah, we actually playing somebody.
Okay, what time y'all game start on again?
The night. They put the best on that night, prime time. We got. We ready. We ready to go. We gonna be on. We gonna be ready. They got us on as underdog. But I believe we're gonna because our defense. I believe we're gonna hurt some people. I think we're gonna that defense is what's gonna be the thing. We got some good returners, and I think that we're gonna make some noise. Got Billy Napier, new coach coming in, new regime. Got defense. But remember the name Tyree Sapp. You know what I'm saying? Tyree Sapp, and you remember that name when I tell you about the defense end. But he's gonna be because we lost two running backs, Pierce and Davis, to the NFL. But we're going. Oh boy, we got a freshman, Trevor Etienne, and we got a transfer sophomore, Montreal Johnson. Hope to get a lot of touches. I'm telling you. And you already know our quarterback, AR-15. So we on. I mean, I beg your pardon because he don't want to be called AR-15, but AR. But everybody gonna hear the see. But Utah supposed to be something to deal with this year. But I believe we got them in the swamp. 7 o'clock tonight. It's a different vibe in the SEC from playing. So Utah better come with their chin strap buckle because I think the Gators We're gonna take it now. We're gonna go and put the end of they hopes early in the year. So I think we're ready.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I hope they do. You know what I'm saying? I hope they do. I hope Florida's back to the prominence, and they just really destroy destroy them. I ain't even gonna lie. I hope they just destroy them.
They got we coming in representing the SEC. So I'm hoping that
Yeah,
we
just
take
put
care of business.
like that.
We take care of real true business. And that let them know the SEC, even though you think we down, the SEC is still the powerful
That's
thing
right.
going.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So I
right.
hope they taking care hope they take care of everything. And everything work out. But I think I'm almost sure they're gonna take care because I'm it's gonna be on. It's gonna be lights on.
Woo!
It's gonna be lights on. It's gonna be
Going,
the
baby.
the bright lights is gonna be shining.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we
They gonna
got
be a
yeah,
good
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they're gonna round the SEC along with Bama actually playing Utah State, and that should be a disaster because them boys the Bama gonna come in tonight with that real attitude, from that SEC championship game, and last thing you want us to do is face Alabama with 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 no saying as they mad. So I think
Yeah.
that gonna be a real true blow. That gonna be real true blowout. That gonna be real true blowout in the fast. Alabama might
Yeah.
score every time they touch the ball.
Hey, yeah, we talk that shit about Alabama sometimes. But goddamn, you best believe when that motherfucking big tide, that big ass lazy elephant get to be unlazy, she ain't no joke when she get to roll tiding, baby. Ooh.
Yeah, that defense, they get to get it in. They get to get it in. But some nice
Yes,
games gonna be.
sir.
It's some
Yes,
nice games gonna be.
sir.
Look at tonight. That's long one of them. And that Cincinnati Arkansas game is gonna be something to take a look at. It's on. Matter of fact, it's on now. Somebody need to give me an update on that. Producer. It's 7-0 Arkansas. They favored by 6.5. They already up 7 then. That's the game. That's gonna be the game to look at also, man. That Arkansas Cincinnati is gonna be that's gonna be already showing they're gonna be more interested than the Georgia Oregon game because Georgia just scored again and they putting this thing to bed for halftime. So yeah,
Cincinnati got the
yeah,
ball.
Georgia's not playing right now, and so yeah, that's gonna be so Georgia already showing you that they picking up where they left off yesterday, defense and offense, because they making Oregon look like a park team right now, and everybody on the sideline smiling and laughing. So, but that Arkansas Cincinnati, that's what I tell people. I had that on. See if you guys do the thing. I had Arkansas beating them outright and the 6.5. And I think Arkansas gonna beat them soundly because Cincinnati lost. They lost their best defensive player to the league last year, and I like Arkansas and KJ Henderson. They gonna be looking. I think they gonna be something to record with in the SEC along with Mississippi State. I think they gonna both Mississippi State and Arkansas gonna be some eyebrow raisers this year.
Hmm.
I really do. KJ Jefferson, that boy some nasty. He might be fool around and sneaking end up in New York, and then the Heisman Trophy can't. You know what I'm saying, the Heisman Trophy list. Because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he gonna be just that explosive. That's what I'm saying. That's a name to keep an eye on. And I stated last week, KJ Jefferson, people like that. You got to and another guy to keep an eye on from UCLA. I've been talking about UCLA. I like them last year because they good uh, point covers. If they quarterback Dorian Thompson from UCLA, he nice. He's nice. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some players sneak in on the radar this year that people ain't up on because everybody knows C.J. Stroud, Oklahoma, Ohio State. Of course, you got Bryce Young, Alabama, easy. Will Anderson, Alabama, easy. You know what I'm saying? Them easy pickings. You know what I'm saying? That go with. But I'm telling you, these players right here is KJ Jefferson and Darren Thompson from UCLA. Them players right there, players like that, gonna make some noise. I say it for good, gonna make some noise. Ole Miss. I'm saying I want to see AJ Finley, cornerback. It's a player gonna make some little, gonna make a mark for themselves going into the draft in this year period. So I always like UCLA to do some covering because they play nice ball. They just so you just can't pin them to go saying to beat no go all the way, but they gonna make a nice noise. So that's
Well,
them teams. That's teams look at also. So them gonna be the team. That's gonna be look at the night that Notre Dame, Ohio State, that Florida, Utah, and keep an eye on that Arkansas, Cincinnati, and it's gonna be and it's gonna be something. Now,
mm,
Oklahoma. I don't know what they did. They were winning earlier, but Oklahoma's so wishy washy, man. They put up a lot of points, give a lot of points. So it's hard. They're gonna get on what they gonna what's gonna transpire with them.
I want to see what they gonna do too. I ain't gonna lie. It I forget which rank is Oklahoma again.
I
Yeah,
think
right
Oklahoma. I
there.
think they I think Oklahoma came in at number. They came in number 9. Did they come in at number 9 this year? Or was I looking at somebody else earlier?
I really forgot for real, but you always want to see what they doing, especially what I'm saying, because they'll turn around and have some nice teams come from out of there.
Yeah, they had just nice play. Yeah, they number 9. That's right. They number 9. They like I say 2018 right now. Say give us point. They had no business. Yes, you temp. They 2018 and it's 48 minutes to half. That's Oklahoma for you. They might come out and put up. You know what I'm saying after halftime, put up 3 more touchdowns, but they might give up 2, 3 more too. So that's just the way
Big
that's the way
12
they roll.
defense. That Big 12 defense has always
That
been
big
kind of
12.
sloppy too.
And I got them over the over. I got them on the over. That might be a little bit of trouble. That's 38. That's
It
38.
might
I
work
got them
because
50.
like you said, they're gonna
I
let a
got them
lot of
50.
points
Yeah, they're
in.
gonna put in a lot of points. Yeah, they gonna put up a lot and give up a lot. So yeah, them teams like that, Oklahoma, I always go look at that, look at the over and under on them teams. I always try to go most of the time with the
You
over.
always know that it's always come down to they defenses finishing the game or standing up. You know what I'm saying? They have nice defenses, but when they get on the big stage, when they get in them playoffs, you know what I'm saying, and get you know what I'm saying, they never is always the same thing when they can't their defense is not there.
Nah, that's that like you said, that's that big 12, then
Yep.
Big 12 and Big Ten. That type of defenses they come up with. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Yeah.
That they try to outscore you. They try to
Yeah.
score you. And speaking of outscoring and doing bad, you've been high on Houston Cougars. You've been high on them. You know what I'm saying? To the beginning before the season started, how they down 14-7 to the UTSA Roadrunners. So,
Yep.
so speaking of high on somebody on the team. Speaking of high, your Houston Cougars is in trouble. So you might want to make a call to your coach. You might want to make a call to your coach and ask him what's going on. Cause they down 14-7 against the
we gonna
Road Runners.
we gonna keep hope alive, player.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
we
okay. I'm just saying, cause you talking about Houston. You had Super Dave jump on that lad. Talking about so yeah. They not boy. They in trouble against the Road Runners. If you going and they rank 24, and people talking about they in trouble. They might not make it. They might they that 24 ranking is in trouble already. Week 1
Mm-mm-mm.
already. So they yeah. You but make call because that's your boy down there. You talk to him on the phone, don't?
Yeah, I talk to him on the phone. Whatever you say, don't.
Don't say that. You know, I'm saying, well, that's your boy. You might want to call him and see what's going on. Send him a play or something. Send him a
Yeah,
play.
no,
You got to, you got to help him out. Don't leave him stranded down there. Meanwhile,
yeah.
Ole Miss take care. They take care of business. 14 nothing. 14 nothing up on Troy. That was it. I told you, Ole Miss man. They got better proved defense. They offense was gonna be the offense was gonna be the issue because the quarterback went pro, Carroll went pro, but that defense hold that 14 nothing. Second quarter, favored
Mm.
by 21. Ole Miss. That's what I'm saying. You gotta when you SEC, you gotta go take care of business like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna see that we'll see how what Jackson Dart do and see they gonna what Ole Miss gonna continue what they gonna do. They got Alabama this year in place like that at home this year. But I ain't saying they're gonna win, but they'll do a better showing
But
because
sometimes
they
they
got a
have
because they
been
got
known to win.
yeah, oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know
So
that.
also and I tell you another game, but we got to make sure keep an eye on, and there is gonna be probably the only game on tomorrow. That's that FSU and LSU. That's gonna be, but you got that's gonna tell a lot. That's gonna tell a lot too.
That'd be crazy if LSU just looked like the old school LSU. And damn, boy, the SEC is in a whirlwind this
Man, tomorrow I said they're gonna tell a lot because I'm telling you, I told you I'm
year.
going Florida State. I got Florida State coming at the ACC. With they're gonna be them and Clemson right that battle. You know what I'm saying? Neck to neck. They're gonna be neck to neck. I'm telling you, 'cause I told you Florida State, man, they lost a lot of games last year, but them boys play hard. They just like just a little bit different discipline and the talent just wasn't all the way there. But I'm telling you, I got Florida State down there representing the SC. Gonna be down them or Clemson. They're gonna be right down there playing for the ACC. Cause North Carolina already told us what the shoulders what they
They
about.
all been
Yeah,
okay, okay. I can
I was
see
gonna
that.
say that's yeah. Cause I don't see nothing else. Wake Forest, North Carolina, Louisville. I mean I don't see. That's what I'm saying. I don't see. From what I'm liking
I
Florida
see
State.
tonight.
Yeah,
And
I'm liking Florida State.
Y'all seen Florida State running back?
Now who that is?
The running back, man, I think his name, I think it's the Trayshawn Ward, I believe.
Yeah, he from last year.
Yeah, he back this year, man. That dude was fast,
I
swift.
thought that I thought that guy. I don't know.
I'm telling you, he gonna do damage, man.
Yeah, I like. I'm telling you, I'm a Hound man. It's teams that I'm like I'm already looking at that I'm going like sleeper team, and that's in Florida State. Like I said, Florida State, Arkansas. I like USC, UCLA just for on covering purpose. And I keep telling you all the time, and I don't know how they're gonna do because they schedule bad at Mississippi State, man. I told you, Mississippi State got 17 returning starters. I don't care how bad you are. 17 returning starters, man. Ain't no way you supposed to get blowed out no game. You get blowed out of game, losing bad like that, man. You need to fire the coach and shut down the university.
Yes, sir.
Cause ain't you losing games is one thing, but you don't supposed to be getting blowed out on. No, you don't
No.
supposed to get blowed out on. Not with 17 returning starters. Hey, ain't but 22 on 11 on one side. You got 22 of them back. You know what I'm saying? You got to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to be making some noise. You got to make yourself relevant. You got to be on something. That's why I'm high on them. Them the two teams that them three teams right there that I got an eye on and I'm high on. But
Yeah.
LSU always gonna keep a defense. They all gonna keep a secondary. They DBU, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna keep a secondary. So I doubt if Florida State put up a whole bunch of points for in the air. Now if you say running back, if he all world, he might do some down the ground thing. But LSU, man, they gonna keep a nice defensive player group going to the NFL and they DBU. They ain't gonna give up. They ain't give up a whole lot in the air. You know what I'm saying? Stanley gone. But them boys still got a lot of players back there. They was young. They beat Florida last year with the backups. I was mad about that. I was so disgusted about that. They beat Florida last year with the backup and run the same old play on offense. That's why I said Florida got a new coach, new regime, everything defense. They clean house. Florida should be on there. But I say LSU always got some defensive guys and some on their back, especially in that on their back end. On their back end, they gonna be good to go. So that's some games to take a look at this week right here. It's gonna tell you just about show you what gonna have a landmark on about what your expectations is this week right here. It's gonna tell it early this year on the expectation and what and what you gonna be who you are after this week. This who you gonna be. And
Yeah.
that's the teams I got looking for, and that's what we're going and that's what we at on for is week one. Just week one. And this where we at. It's gonna tell a whole lot from tonight and tomorrow, this weekend, this holiday weekend, and moving forward. Next week is gonna be really juicy and full because you gonna know where everybody stand and where everybody at. Who still who made some improvement and who what. And speaking of that, Arkansas just scored again. I'm telling you, but Arkansas, the boy, I'm telling you, you better that SEC, Arkansas, Mississippi State, UCLA, FSU. You walk it down, it's on record. I just put it on record. You can run it back at the end of the year. You can run this recording back. 'Cause I just said it. So with that being said, great show today. Unless y'all got something y'all want the people to know. The spectacular E. You
I
ain't
got
got
something
time with no
for them to
argument.
know. I got
What you
something I
got?
want to know. It's called War Eagles. Salute.
Yeah, they beat Mercer today. Super Dave, what you got to say about you want to sound out with your Carolina Tar Heels or
Oh
uh,
man, Mac Brown, like he finished, man.
speaking of Matt
He
Brown
just ain't got it, man. He done.
speaking of coaches
Man,
done and Matt
listen, I
Brown
just
keep
said
it
a
hold
good
up
salute like I was out of here, and then this
are we
man
out
come
here
over
hold up
here
no
and he
no no
said
no
something just make me want to jump back into this and tell
no
him
we
what he doing
no
with them.
no no we gonna be out but I got it when you said that Matt Brown I forgot to tell you, what I'm saying keep an eye on Nebraska. And what they playing at home, keep an eye on Nebraska. Scott Frost down there, they already lost last week. Scott Frost might be some coaches change. If Nebraska don't pull that game out at home, they already lost against Northwestern last week. Scott Frost but might be in a little trouble. If they don't pull that game
Hmm.
out,
They
he
need to
might be in a
shake it up
trouble.
over there.
Might find out lose his job. But great show today. Thank y'all for tuning in for the College Tailgate Show. And as always, go Gators.
All right.